Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, good day, good moment to you. Thank you so much for joining me from somewhere on this sweet, wild, sacred earth and from the wild sweetness of my very own heart. I'm Julie Ling, and this is the Voice of Wonder. Today, the day after May Day, the day of most fertility in this year, I am feeling still. I'm feeling the desire, the need to drop into stillness. I had a physical fall a couple of days ago, and I was later than usual coming to do this, and afterwards I slept for hours. And often after a day of great light and energy, I feel the need for rest and sleep. And today I want to invite you into a space of rest. Someone said to me once, Julie, rest in the place between the footsteps. And a friend told me recently, I see in you this meteor shining across the sky, blazing across the sky, and at the same time, a dark night full of stars, and that you have access to both at once. And today, I invite you to drop into that deep, quiet space of spaciousness that nourishes, that soothes, where we can rest even in between the steps in a busy day, even in a deep breath taken in a moment before we move on to the next thing. I invite you to take these few minutes to simply drop in to that spaciousness, that silence within and between all things, within and between yourselves, within and between each moment, to drop into the in-between where the magic lies. Noticing your breath, how it's breathing you, and how as you breathe, you settle. You settle, your energy comes with each out breath, settling like dust motes, like evening, a little further, a little deeper into this body, which is not separate, which is not a mundane holding of what is divine in you, but is divine, is created out of star stuff. Letting yourself come a little further, a little more, a little deeper into this sweet, wild, sacred body made up of the elements of the sweet, wild, sacred earth that holds your sweet, wild, sacred spirit. Letting that rest and settle a little more, and any static that might have been going on in your mind or your energy, that bzz, 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 almost like those things that zap mosquitoes, letting that ease and settle, letting yourself come on down. Feeling and noticing as your hips soften and relax as more of you settles into them, into the singing bowl of your hips, letting it vibrate with a unique note that is you and only you, and yet is in harmony with the rest of all that is, even as you might notice the tiniest bits of dissonance. They settle, you settle, like snow descending, like autumn leaves descending, like spring fruit tree blossom petals descending, everything descending. Any fears let go of the tree and settling like vermilion and yellow and green and orange and brown leaves settling on the earth, ready for sleep, ready for release, ready for rest. Noticing any dogs that might be barking within you, demanding for your attention, and simply offering them a smile, offering them the holding of your energy, your love, your spaciousness, where there is room for everything, every part of you, every bit of light, every bit that might yet be in shadow, every bit of you held in the love that is your nature, held in the grace that is your nature, held in the peace and the harmony that are your nature, and larger than any other parts of you, and able with such open hands, such great arms to hold it all in spaciousness, with the loving kindness that you are, noticing how your inner eyes open and see it all with love, with welcome, with adoration. And as you do so, silence falls like snow, audible silence, silence you can feel and almost touch, silence that soothes, silence that shushes nothing and yet holds it all in the greatness of its being, holds every voice within you that might have been clamoring with its peace, with its harmony, loving every part, every voice within you, every word softened with love, even the dissonance held with love and graced with the harmony that is you, that is your true nature, that is your deepest nature, that rises and falls with your breath, simply dropping in and noticing this as your breath rises and falls like a beautiful, soft sacred tide, the waves coming on the beach of who you are and washing away with love and loving kindness whatever is no longer needed. And noticing the beauty that is here. How these eyes see the beauty in everything. The beauty in the love that is present, and the beauty in the calls for love that are present. And like a divine mother with a great grand pitcher full of the Kool-Aid of love, the Kool-Aid of light, elixir, water bearer, fills each cup with this light that is like a soft, golden, creamy custard, liquid, warm, fluid, filling each of those cups to overflowing. Every part of you that has ever held up a cup out of fear, out of hurt, out of desire, filled to overflowing. Or if they're not able to receive that much right now, filled with just the perfect amount, just the right amount for each of them. And your heart filled, and this custard light infused with a color that nourishes you the most. Maybe it's a soft rose, maybe it's the shade of peaches or mangoes, or the pale skins of pears. Maybe it's the soft color when the spring is born. Thank you, Joni Mitchell. The palest color of apricot is when the light first blooms in the sky in the morning. Maybe it's the palest blue as the last light is leaving in the evening. Maybe it's something different. Just noticing what it is for you. Maybe it's the swirling of all these colors. Feeling the love within all of them, the light within all of them. Feeling how it feels the spaciousness that is you, your whole sky, your whole earth. Just dropping in and noticing and allowing and drinking in whatever is here just for you. And noticing how this is alive in you in this moment. And that now it is part of you. For always and always, best beloved. This energy is part of you. This beautiful liquid custardy love, thick and warm and rich and nourishing. And anytime you notice a fear or a smallness or a hurt arise, that you can simply ask for this great mother, this divine energy to fill that cup with as much love as it is able to hold, and drink in the beauty of that. Today, as you go on about your day, remember, this is always within you, and you can call upon it in any moment in the space between the breaths. in the space between the football fields, footfalls, in the space between each and every moment. This is available to you at all times. And remember that magic happens in that moment, in between waking and sleeping, in between rising and falling, in between the rise and the fall of your footsteps, in between knowing and not knowing, seeing and not seeing, being empty and being full. I invite you, as you return to yourself and perhaps open your eyes, into the magic of this day, alive in every moment, maybe hiding, simply waiting for you to turn with your kind seeing, magic seeing eye and see it, and maybe wink and move on about your day, and knowing that when you least expect it, you will turn out of the corner of your eye and look sideways, and see the new magic that awaits you there. Thank you so much for joining me today. And I hope, it's my intention, my desire, my blessing for you, that as you move through this day or evening or night or morning, that you will, without even having to think of it, notice the magic right next to you, right inside you, right above you, on your left. Magic on your left, magic on your right, magic above you and magic below you, magic before you and magic behind you, magic within you. May you walk in magic. In magic, may you walk. I'm Julie Ling. Today, let your heart and the magic within and all around you sing.